What?
Recording. This is so weird. I haven't done this in so long. Let me get up and walk away like I wasn't sitting here the whole time. Okay, opening the door. Closing the door. Hey, buddy. Doesn't that feel natural? Okay. Oh, natural. I haven't done this. This is so weird. I haven't done this in so long. Like, recorded a video where you're not actually sitting there talking to me. This is so weird. 6 months it's been. It feels so different. I feel so naked. I should feel more naked live, though. Huh. Maybe I'm working out some stuff. So this is episode 11 of Be You and Me. And this one's going to be a little different because apparently this is one of those episodes that, thankfully I have the mods to kind of put stuff together for me because this stuff happened so long ago that I wouldn't know where to find stuff. Links are dead. They've been dead for years. You know, there was pieces from Twitter that came and there was a video that was dropped and then you had to read these notes and whoo-wee. So thankfully, I've got a nice little team that puts it together for me because I wouldn't know where to start. So if this video seems a little catawampus, that's why. Because I'm kind of going through the different steps of how this was essentially released. And I thought to myself, well, it seems to be a lot of reading in this one. I thought, why don't I just read it and then we can move on from there. But then I thought, well, you're not going to know. Because a lot of you, this is your first time going through the BU as well. Or going through it completely, I guess. So, if I don't do it with you here, are you going to try to find the links and then go read a bunch of stuff? No, you're going to be missing a bunch of pieces. So, we got to do it together. Shall we? Let's see here. See that? Okay, so first things first. This is a summary of an old blog that no longer exists. The Smeraldo story. Smeraldo, like Smeraldo Rivera. If you are too young for that joke, I'm sorry. Don't play this video. Okay, got it. Okay, are you ready for this? So I'm guessing that based on this picture, the Smeraldo is the flower that we've seen kind of pulled apart by Jin. He's always using the petals. I think each petal represents one of the members, one of the guys. Okay. Are you ready? The Smeraldo blog mysteriously appeared before the Love Yourself, Her comeback in 2017. It provides the lore and background story related to the fictional Smeraldo flower, which makes an appearance in the BU. Jin also tweeted a photo with the fictional flower a month before the album release. This tweet led to the discovery of the Smeraldo, I'm probably saying that wrong, blog on Naver, which was created on July 4th, 2017, and already had several posts at the time of its discovery. And here is the photo. Can you see that? I will make it bigger for you. That's what he said. Okay. So I want you to be able to read it with me. Hopefully that works. Hopefully you can see that. On the original blog, the first 9 stories were posted, but they were later deleted and re-uploaded in 2018. After the original stories were reposted in 2018, only 2 new stories, the 10th and the 11th, were added. Additionally, there were slight changes to the first, 8th, and 9th stories as detailed below. Ooh, there were changes. The blog was then inactive until July 10th, 2020, when the posts were deleted and again re-uploaded with some changes to the content. Are you already confused? Is this supposed to be happening? What's going on? Below is a summary of the Smeraldo posts, as well as a timeline and a link to my translation archive that contains all versions of the blog. Note, I'm in the process of updating all BU content, including the video, which is out of date. Okay, that is a note from the author. By the way, I'm on the btseffect.com. The first story. So I'm guessing now with this information, here's a Roscoe note for you. I'm going to be getting some answers here. That's what this feels like. When this was dropped, or I guess however this was dropped, because I'm still confused, we're going to be able to put some of the pieces together. Here we go. The first story introduces the florist, Testesso, Italian for yourself, clever, who opens the blog to write about the Smeraldo flower and playing cards. Smeraldo also means emerald in Italian. Huh. He mentions that he is opening a flower shop that will specialize in Smeraldo flowers. He went to the U.S. to attend a lecture on these special flowers, but missed the lecture due to getting the date wrong. Instead, he attended a lecture about playing cards, and in doing so, learned about the Smeraldo flower. He provides a photo of the flower and notes that the flower's language is... I'm not even going to try that. It's actually Italian, which is Italian for the truth that couldn't be told. Oh. Of course, this will sound familiar to fans as The Truth Untold, later came out on Love Yourself tier. In the second story, the florist says he plans to open his Smeraldo shop in Korea in September 2017, which is when BTS's Her album released. His motivation for doing so is to bring happiness to the people via flowers. He posts a photo of his delivery truck and the renovations happening inside his shop. Both the delivery truck and the renovated flower shop later appear in the notes for HYYH. That is the most beautiful moment in life. Let's see here. Give me 1 second here. Let me answer my door again. How do I pause this? I forgot how to do this. I have no idea what I'm doing right now. All right, I think I figured it out. Okay, we're good. We're back. Thank you. Sorry about that. Okay, where was I? Okay, in the third story, the florist says the Smeraldo flower is the flower of legend and describes how it was discovered. He notes that in 2013, a friend he met at the playing cards event 5 years prior called him to tell him someone had discovered Smeraldos in real life. He shares a screenshot of an Instagram post from June 12th, 2013, the date of BTS's debut. June 12th? Huh. Why does that seem weird? The Instagram user is Amer0 and is supposedly a traveler who found the flowers growing in northern Italy. Amer, which is Italian, means love, so it's probably amare. So if we combine this username with the florist's name, we get Love Yourself. Huh. The florist writes that historians and florists claimed the flowers were Smeraldos, and that they were growing in the city of Smeraldo, which had been a village in medieval times. After the Black Death, the village ceased to exist and the location became a forest. He ends the post by saying that the flower became a sensation and many other places tried to grow their own Smeraldos, but had no success. In the fourth story, the florist relates the legend behind the Smeraldo flower. He says that in the city of Smeraldo in northern Italy in the 15th, 16th century, a man with a grotesque appearance lived in a small castle. Supposedly, this man was born from a powerful duke and a gardener, and since he was not a legitimate child, he was sent away for his safety. The man lived in the castle alone and hated everyone. He grew flowers in his garden, and one day a girl stole some. The man was angry and watched his garden to catch the girl. Eventually, he pretended to fall asleep so he could follow her after she stole the flowers. He learned that she was very poor and was selling the flowers for a living. The man wanted to help the girl grow her own flowers, but he worried she would be scared of him due to his appearance. So he resigned himself to growing more flowers for her. He wanted to make a flower that she could sell for a higher price, so he worked to create a flower never seen before. After he succeeded, he placed the flowers in his garden. The girl never showed up again, and the man later learns of her death. The florist notes he's not sure if this is just a myth or not, and wonders what would have happened if the man had the courage to show his face to the girl, revealing the truth. The florist also relates the Smeraldo story to his own story. He says he had a crush on his friend from the playing card event, and they decided to go see the flowers together in Italy. But now he has a wound that time cannot heal. Of interest is the name of the city of Smeraldo, which is listed as La Città di Smeraldo in Italian, which correlates to the Italian title, The Wizard of Oz. The Emerald City of Oz. In case you didn't get that last point I made. In the fifth story, the florist links the Smeraldo playing cards. Links the flower to playing cards. He discusses William Ashbless, an Italian noble and poet who loved playing cards. Ashbless discovered the flowers in a rural village near the ruins of a castle. He asked around about the flower and heard the legend of the man and the poor girl. He named the flower Smeraldo after the city of Smeraldo and decided its meaning as the truth that couldn't be told, based on the legend. He created the flower card and added it to his playing card decks, declaring the upright meaning of the card was fruition and bloom, and the reverse meaning was fall, end, and new start. The florist includes a photo of the flower card as depicted in a person's hand. The florist notes that Ashbless is unknown, as are his cards and the Smeraldo flower, because of power struggles between his family and other nobles, effectively erasing him from history. In reality, William Ashbless is actually a fictional poet created by James Blaylock and Tim Powers in the 1970s. In the sixth story, the florist talks about a painting titled Madame Lenormand on the Salon by French artist Jean-Francois Roland. Fancy. Lenormand was a French astrologer who performed tarot readings for noble women and eventually became an astrologer for Empress Josephine, who was Napoleon's wife. The florist notes that there are many paintings of this woman with cards, and the On the Salon painting showed her holding the flower card created by Ashbless. The florist writes that this particular painting was destroyed in a fire, and only the part of the painting that shows the hand holding the flower card was restored, thus making that the only trace of the Ashbless Smeraldo card. While Ashbless is fictional, Madame Lenormand was really a fortune teller during the Napoleonic era. From what I can find, Madame Lenormand actually did advise Josephine before she was an empress. The On the Salon painting does not exist, and the artist's name appears to be fake as well. Well, can I just say, we've read through synopses for 6 stories. I hope there is not a quiz at the end of this. In the 7th story, the florist recounts the day he was supposed to leave for Italy with his friend from the playing card event. He saw her arrive at the airport with a cool-looking guy and immediately became insecure, hiding himself. His friend called him, but he didn't pick up. He gets on the plane in hopes that she'll come to search for him, but no one comes. In Italy, he goes to see the Smeraldo flowers on his own. At night, he hears something outside his window that sounds like a knocking sound, even though he's on the 2nd floor. He doesn't look outside. The next day, his friend's brother calls to let him know that his friend died while rushing after someone at the airport and getting in an accident. He also learns that his flower shop for Smeraldos in Korea had been approved. He believes fate ties him to the Smeraldos, and he believes that his friend told him the truth that couldn't be told before leaving this world. Note from the author here. This translation is from what's written in the original Korean, but the Italian phrase is more correctly, I couldn't tell the truth, or I'm unable to tell the truth. Okay, so from here, this is the point. See where it says tying Smeraldo to the BU? That's my cutoff. I'm not supposed to read any further than that. You getting all this? Oh, this is crazy. So we got a big data dump here with all the stories and how this is going to tie together. Now we have lyrics for The Truth Untold. That makes perfect sense. Okay. Note, see, I've read these lyrics before, but I never would understand what any of this means. So, note, the whole song seems to be inspired by or based on the legend of Smeraldo. Okay, here we go. The Truth Untold. This garden where loneliness is in full bloom, covered with prickly thorns. I chained myself to this sandcastle. What your name is, whether you have anywhere to go, could you tell me? I saw you hiding into this garden, and I know that all your warmth is real. The hand that picks a blue flower I want to hold, but it's my fate. Don't smile on me, light on me. I can't come closer to you. I don't have a name to be called by. You know that I can't. Show you me, give you me. I can't show you my miserable self. So yet again, I wear a mask and go to meet you. But I still want you. Now this makes way more sense. Wow. Huh. Isn't that interesting? A flower that looks like you bloomed in the garden of loneliness. I wanted to give it to you after taking off this silly mask. But I know that I can't never, ever do so, that I have to hide myself because I'm ugly. So this is literally this guy's story from his perspective. It's what's fascinating to me, and I still hold tight to this. When I first read these lyrics, of course, I'm interpreting them with the information that I have, which is the lyrics themselves, maybe the sound of the song. But knowing that this is very literal, and we can still get these two very broad and different interpretations, one of my favorite things. I'm afraid. I'm miserable. I'm so afraid. Fearing that you too might leave me again in this end. Yet again, I wear a mask and go to meet you, but I still want you. All I can do is, in the garden, in this world, after I make bloom a flower that looks like the beautiful you, to live as I that you know. But I still want you. I still want you. Perhaps back then, by just a little or by just a bit, if I had taken courage and stood in front of you, would everything have been different now? Because remember, the young girl dies. I'm crying at this sandcastle that has vanished, collapsed, and left alone, looking at the broken mask, and I still want you. Oh, I can hear the song. Oh, it hurts, but I still want you. Okay, wow. So we've got some context to Truth Untold now. See, now the house of cards falling. And I do feel like what I was interpreting still makes sense if we're discussing Jin as being fate, right? This sandcastle that has vanished, collapsed, and left alone. Okay. Okay. Oh, we're putting some pieces together. Not really. I mean, they're giving us the answers, but it's still fun. So we have a live version. Oh, I was hoping this was coming, because if it wasn't, I was probably going to play it anyway. This is a live version of The Truth Untold. Are you ready? Yeah, I'm so glad I want to hear this now. Let's do it. Oh, what a beautiful song. I think this may have been one of the first vocal line only songs that I heard. And I remember it going through me.
진짜란 걸 푸른 꽃을 꺾는 손 잡고 싶지만 내 운명인 걸 Just smile on me Lie on me 너에게 다가설 수 없으니까 내겐 불러줄 이름이 없어 You know that I can't I show you me, I give you me 초라한 모습 보여줄 순 없어 또 가면을 쓰고 널 만나러 가 But I still want you
Oh, that note. And I have to say, even knowing the story now, having that visual, this really grotesque man, he wants so badly to help this girl.
외로움의 정원에 빈 너를 닮은 꽃 주고 싶었지 바보 같은 가면을 벗고서 But I know 영원히 그럴 수는 없는 걸 숨어야만 하는 걸 주 하나니까 난 두려운 걸 초라해 I'm so afraid 결국엔 너도 날 또 떠나버릴까 또 가면을 쓰고 날 만나러 가할 수 있는 건 정원에 이 세상에 예쁜 너를 닮은 꽃을 피운다 네가 내 나를 숨쉬는 것 But I still want you I still want you 어쩌면 그때 조금만 이만큼만 용기 내서 너의 옆에서
Oh, the flower petals.
떠나면 지금 모든 것 달라졌을까 알고 있어 사라진
Oh, what a beautiful story. I mean, sad as all hell, but this is really beautifully done.
And I still want you.
God, Jimin's voice at the end of that, so good. I want to say also, you think about this story, this ugly, grotesque man wearing this mask, never seen, right? He can't face this girl because he's so ugly. He's afraid he's going to scare her away. So he hides. Can we at least in the slightest way acknowledge the fact that aside from the flower petals being shot and flown about, which is beautiful, and the lyrics of the song, the sound of the song, there's still one more thing that happens that I think I'm going to interpret as having meaning, according to the story. The guys start right here. Let me get a shot of them. On stage, ground level. Okay, they're just standing there. They're singing, right? It's not a lot of pizzazz. But then this happens. But you have to ask, why? What is the significance of this? Is it so everybody can see them better? Well, then why wouldn't the stage just be up there? I think if I am interpreting the symbolism of all this, here's what I would say. This is a representation of the man being seen. Ultimately, because he wonders, he ends it with, what would have happened if I had shown myself, if I had been seen? Would this story have been any different? Would she still be alive? Bringing these guys up for the crescendo of this song, to me, symbolizes this guy in one way, shape, or form finally being seen. The truth finally being told.
And I still want you.
Oof. Haunting, isn't it? Oh, boy. Well done, fellas. Well done. Okay, so now we go back to here. I do hope you can read that. Ooh, that should help. Now I have to go sit by the wall because it's too big. Now we're going to read from the cutoff point, which was here. Continue reading this section and then stop at multiple blog versions. We're going to ignore all that. And we don't want any spoilers. No. Okay, tying Smeraldo to the BU. In the original 8th story, we finally get some concrete ties to BTS's Bangtan universe. Oof, coffee is hurting. The florist notes that he went to the construction site of the shop and a young man peeked in at the store and then came in. This young man was looking for Smeraldos and he wanted to place an order. The florist told him he could have the flowers ready by the end of August and the young man agreed. The florist notes he feels like he has met the young man before. We see a photo of the written order for 1 bouquet of Smeraldo flowers and the name is Kim Suk-jin. The paper also has Suk-jin's real signature on it. The florist mentions that he asked the young man why the flowers needed to be Smeraldo, and the young man responded, "Because I want to be a good person." The florist takes a note from Suk-jin to deliver with the flowers, but he doesn't reveal the content of the note. Later, this scene is written into the most beautiful moment in life notes. What? How do I say that? Is it HYYH? That doesn't sound right. So later this scene is written into the notes where Jin goes in to request the flowers in order to be a good person. Likely meaning to be a good person to the one the flowers are for. Okay? The florist notes this as well and wonders what would have happened if he had revealed his sincere feelings for his own friend. He says that one's reason for his work with Smeraldos to help others deliver their true feelings. In the original 9th story, the florist relates in a short post that he got his first batch of Smeraldos through customs and would be able to deliver his first order that day. The entry is dated August 30th, 2017, and in the notes there are several entries for Jin on this date where we find out what happens with this delivery. Okay, let's see. So now we've got a video. Sure, I get this right here. Oh, this is a doozy. This is 13 minutes long. Love yourself highlight reel. Okay, let me get my notes here. Notebook. Our little writing buddy. Our backup writing buddy for emergencies. We got, hold on. Right there. There we go. Right there. We got the crew. All right, good. You with me? This is Love Yourself highlight reel. Okay, you ready? Let's do this.
시간이 지날수록
Okay, I need some subs. Let's try that again.
시간이 지날수록
Hopefully you can read that. Let me lift up the screen a little bit for you. I apologize for the tomfoolery, but I want you to have a good experience. You know that. Oh, yeah, there we go. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's the good stuff. Oh, yeah. Who's going to sound like that? Okay, there we go. Got it. Nailed it. Boom. Roasted. Saved. Okay, good. Some moments become more vivid with the passage of time.
선명해지는 순간이 있다. 이 순간을 위해 수많은 만남과 헤어짐이 존재했고 어느 골목, 어느 교차로를 지나도 결국
Ooh, that is deep. Ooh, I like it already.
여기에 다다랐을 거라고 믿게 되는 그런 순간.
Don't you think it's interesting, that notion that they're talking about? Like where you are right now is exactly where you're supposed to be. Huh. Ginny Gin Gin. Careful, careful. Oh, God. June 14th. We got Cookie in the hospital. Wow, look at the green. The coloring on this is very interesting. It has like a gold tint to it, doesn't it? 25th May. We got Sugar on the piano. I knew it. You don't smoke, Yoongi. Yoonki. That was such a great reveal. Oh, that was good. Because what I was thinking, it was so perfect because when he's got the cigarette hanging out of his lip, all I can think about is somebody saying, somebody early on said, like on Korean TV, you can't show somebody smoking. Which I guess this is true. He's not actually smoking it. So they said they used the lollipops in place of the cigarettes. And I was thinking, well, I wonder if that's true because he's got a cigarette in his mouth. Well done. June 5th. June 5th. Okay, so we're seeing some ties already. So this is June 5th with Junie. He got the lollipop. But now the question is, on May 25th, Sugar is with this young lady. She's got the lollipop. How is it that like 2 weeks later, Junie's got the pop? Did he break in? He find it on the floor? You know I'm kidding, right? Yeah, okay, good. Just so we're clear. Huh. Did you notice that? Their faces are slightly blurred. I wonder if that's because they're trying to draw our... It's either one of two things. They're trying to draw our eye to the girl who is not blurred, or they didn't really have permission to film these people, which is highly unlikely. Like, these have to be actors, like extras. But they didn't blur that guy's face back there. Let's get to it. Look back. Yes. There you go. My man, Judy. I think bowing is so respectful. I know it's meant to be. It's a sign of respect. But like, I think I don't know what it is about it. Like, I see them do it. Like, she just, kind of bowed to him and said thank you. And there's something about that I find so respectful. Okay, June 18th. Is that V? V got some noodles. Oh, we got a klepto? Get over here. Oh, did she leave? No, I'm paying for it for you. You are welcome. Notice she didn't bow. What did we just talk about? Oh, Hobie, May 31st, and Chem Chem. I don't even know if I need to be taking these notes. I'm just writing down dates and what's going on. We got Hobie and Jimin doing a little dance, making a little noise. It just popped in my head when it was the other way around and Hobie was the photographer in that bomb and Jim was like, take an artistic photo of me. And he was like, so not the point of this. Cake. Cake is here. Eat it. Oh, Chim Chim's got a crush. Was that a wave or was that like come here? It's so confusing. Why so sad? He gets left behind. Oh, the carousel. No, are you kidding? You will never walk alone. Sorry, I'm looking at this because I wondered if there was some type of hint on there.
소나기 같던 매미 소리가 한순간 멎는다. 갑작스런 고요 속에서 나는 세상이 얼마나 아름다운지 깨닫는다. 네가 있다는 것만으로 모든 것이 달라져 있다. 이 순간들이
Did you catch that? I realize life's immense beauty.
네가
Just the fact that you're in it makes all the difference. Wow.
있다는 것만으로 모든 것이 달라져 있다. 이 순간들이 거짓이라고 해도 여기 머물고 싶다.
This is where I choose to be. Now, I'm assuming this is not the same girl that he paid for the stuff she stole.
What?
Yeah. Seriously, wish I had 2% of his swag. Just a dollop. Stand by. All right, back in business. Sorry about that. Putting them all together. Oh.
Five, six, seven, eight.
Hold on, that was August 30th. Ginny Gin. But we're going to cheat a little bit. Mysterious flower. There's a picture of it. Oh, look at that. Checklist 2017. We got a choo-choo. We've got letter, it says. Letter could be like trees. I can't read Korean, so that doesn't help me too much. 2017, though. Mysterious flower. Sure, it says ride or die. Probably.
왜일까? 가장 행복한 순간에 불현듯 두려워.
Why is it that the happiest of moments usher in sudden fear? Do you know why? Because you're afraid the shoe is going to drop. Makes sense, right?
두려워지는 것은 돌이켜보면 난 알고 있었다. 눈앞에 펼쳐진 빛나는 세계, 그 밑바닥에 나의 거짓이 있다는 것을.
My deception.
이 모든 것이 작은 바람 하나에도 무너질 꿈이었다는 것을. 나는 외면하고 회피하고 눈을 감았다. 두려웠다. 나 자신으로는 사랑받을 자신이 없었다.
Ooh, yo, check that out. We got I'm Fine, which is also Save Me over here. Like very specifically, I'm Fine, Save Me. Don't trust, don't trust, don't trust. I'm fine. Tell me what is the problem? I can't really read this here, but tell me what is the something. This is magnificent. This is breathtaking. Like it's literally taking my breath away. Oh. Please be careful. Please be careful. I hate it when people cross the street on a close-up shot. And that's why, every single time.
시간을 되돌릴 수 있다면 우리는 어디로 돌아가야 할까? 그곳에 이르면 모든 실수와 잘못을 바로잡고 그래서 행복해질 수 있을까?
What the hell did that say? Different butts army? What? Different but same. Not different butts army. Just so we're clear. Different but same. Huh.
수없이 많은 계절을 반복.
Though many seasons pass, there are places that cannot be reached.
게도 다다르지 못하는 곳이 있다. 결국 마주해야 하는 것은 어제와는 다른 폭풍. 그 가운데를 뚫고 나아가는 것, 두려움 없이 사랑하는 것, 망설임과 이별하는 것, 나 자신으로 살아가는 것.
Wow. The visual imagery of this series is extraordinary. Extraordinary. Now, as far as the notes go of what I wrote down, I really just wrote down dates. I started to write down dates and then kind of what was happening. I don't know, how it's got to mean something, because if it didn't matter, they wouldn't put the date. So, let's see. If I put this in order, which I can't really do because I'm even missing. Oh, August 30th, I think, was Jin with the vase and the sweater. So, first thing we saw was Suga and the girl with the piano. Not the first thing. The first thing date-wise. May 25th, Suga, the girl, the piano, the lollipop, the cigarette. May 31st, Hobie and Jimin dancing. Jimin's filming. The girl walks in. Cake. Hobie, bad memory. He was abandoned. Carousel, never walk alone. June 5th. Junie, the lollipop, the girl on the bridge, drops the papers. She looks back. They part ways. June 14th, Cookie in the hospital, wheelchair, recovering from a leg injury, because later he's in crutches. He sees the girl. They touch hands. Some kind of connection. June 18th, 4 days later, V's got some noodles. He's in the store. Girl stealing something. He pays for it, gives it to her. They connect somehow, because I think she's the one that's following him around at that point, or later. And then finally we have August 30th. I may have missed one. We've got Jin with the vase that's knocked over with the flowers, and he's putting on the sweater. And when they talk about going, if we could go back in time, if we could turn back the clock, where would we go to? Could we undo mistakes or errors? Interesting. See, I feel like this highlight reel put even more questions in my brain than I had when I started. The stories about the Smeraldo flowers and the florist, and then the grotesque man with the poor girl, the truth untold. That is really interesting. So now I'm wondering how they're going to tie. Like, from here, where do we go? There's still a whole bunch of questions that have to be answered. How are they going to do that? Because honestly, I have no idea how far into the BU I am. I have no idea. I could be halfway. This could be the end. I don't think it is, but I don't know. So, see, I can't be done. And because now, timing-wise, I've just now learned about these 7 to 9 stories about these flowers and these fictional characters, per se. So now we have to take that information, which does put together a few pieces of the puzzle, but we've got to take this whole new data dump and apply it to, like, we have 2 pieces that we're trying to put together. There's a whole gap here. You know what I mean? Like, it kind of intertwines, but still a lot to go. Oof. Kind of want to just check something here. Does it say reason? I think it says, tell me what is the reason. Don't trust. Oh, okay. No, don't trust. You think. It says won't trust. Save me, I'm fine. There's another I'm fine. Very interesting. See, and the tell me what is the reason also coincides with my theory about Jin being fate or destiny. Because, like, seriously, how many times, even in your own life, you've had something happen and you just want to be like, why? Why does this have to happen? And you ask that question to the void or to the deity of your choice. But like in some part of you, it's like, just tell me, what is the reason behind this? It doesn't make any sense. Well, I hope you're as confused as I am. I have more questions now than when I started this video. But that just makes me want to get into the next one. I hope you're excited. We still got some digging to do in the giant rabbit hole that is the BU. I'm Roscoe. I'm your BU buddy. You can't spell buddy without BU. Huh. Is that the first time I said that? I'm a genius. Huh. Boop, boop. Look out for each other. We still got a lot of learning to do. We're so much left. There has to be. Okay. Hope you had fun. Love, love, love. Should I give you a boop?